Welcome to OJB Fashion Style, and if you're a returning viewer, you're welcome. So in today's video, we're actually making a female short pants. So the size of material, as you can see in the video, will be dependent on the hip size of the person. So for me, if I were to sew for myself, my hip is 40, so I'll divide my hip by 2 to give me 20, then I'll add 2-inch seam allowance. Then to get the flap length, it is actually the length of your waist to your hip. Then you can add an additional 1 inch to it. Having done that, we cut. So after the little trimming done on both sides of our fabric, we'll be separating 2 layers so as to make some adjustments and thereafter differentiate between the front and the back, as you see me do now. So on this side where you see me taking 1/2 inch from the top, is going to be the front side of our trouser or pants, while the other one left untouched will be our back side. As you can see, I'm removing 1/2 inch from the flap, as I also did from the top. Reasons is to avoid the squeezing underneath the flap, to avoid where your fabric squeezes in and it does not fit properly. So the one where adjustment was made is the front, while the other one is the back. So ensure you take note of that adjustment. The side with the trimming is always the front side, while the back left untouched is always the back side. So as you can see from the video, the flaps have already been sewn together, both the front and the back fabric. So next, we're going to be cutting our pockets on the front fabric where we did an initial trimming on the flap and also on the top. So please take note that the pocket trimming is also done on the front part of our pants. So please watch so as to get every details. And if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit the subscribe button so as to get every of our video uploads. And if you are a returning subscriber and viewer, we say a very big thank you to you. So you can see already that two layers of a small fabric had already been separated. So we are trying to get the pocket measurement, and our trimming is done on the front of our pants. So these 2 layers on the front pants is actually going to give us the L shape of a pocket. Sorry, you can see I'm taking away about 3 inches from the top side. I'm measuring 3 inches from the top, and also the length is about 5 inches. So we're going to trim that off so as to get our pocket shape. So after cutting, ensure you flip your fabric to the neater side of the trouser to avoid sewing your pocket on the wrong side. So please do as you see me also doing. You see the way I'm arranging my pocket on it, and then you saw the way I also flipped it over. So ensure you flip it on the neater side where you don't have your rough stitches. So you can see, you place the pocket under. That's how the pocket is to be sewn. So at this point, we'll be removing the pocket fabric that has the L shape and be placing on top of the front fabric so as to run our rough stitches first before we turn the pocket inward. So please take note as you see me demonstrating. Now that we have run our stitch on it, we'll now flip it inward and then run another stitch on it again, which is optional. You can leave it, but I loved it when I run my stitch on top a second time. Now to finish up our pockets, we will be placing our remaining pocket fabric underneath as you see me doing in the video. Next, we'll be running our stitch on the part where you see me demonstrating with my finger. As you see me lifting and illustrating with my finger, I'll be running our stitch on that part and also on the other side of the pocket. So making a short is very easy. It's one of the simplest sewing. It's beginner friendly and it's one of those casual outfits you could easily wear. So I advise beginners to make this video one of their videos where they learn to make simple shorts for females. So in this particular video, I actually put pleats on my own shorts. It's optional. You can actually make the one where you do not need to put pleats. So but for this one, we are putting pleats, and as a beginner, it's good to try out different ways in cutting and sewing a short. So this one is a short with pleats at the front side. It came out very beautiful. So you could also try it. So now we are done with our pockets. Next, we'll be joining our flaps together as you see me trying to arrange my fabric. So I'll be joining the two flaps of the front and back together. So next, I'll be folding the bottom, the edges of my trouser at the bottom. I'll be folding them. This is optional. You could finish up before folding, but I just prefer to fold mine before joining the two sides. So I'm simply folding the edges of my shirts. Having done that, we'll be joining the two sides together. So our shorts is actually one that will be having a side zip, but I'll be joining the two sides together first of all, and then later I'll lose the stitches on one of the sides where we'll be placing our zipper. Next, we'll be putting our waistband. So at this point, we are as good as done. So after running the two sides, the next thing I did was to put my waistband, and then after I loosed one side of the shirt and put my zipper. So please take note that when putting your zipper on your shirt, the zipper should not be low high above the hip. It should go down. Please ensure your zip is such that it's quite long so that when it is opened, you will not have to struggle to wear your shirt. So ensure it's longer than the hip. It goes down beyond the hip for easy wearing of your shirt, and this will prevent you tearing it. So the zip are actually shown here was to illustrate that zip is too short. For this one, this particular short pants I made, I used a longer zipper. So please take note not to use a shorter zip, else you will have to change it after the person has worn it. So thanks guys for stopping by to watch today's tutorial video. I look forward to seeing us again in our next video. Bye.